going to invite you to relax and be mindful of your perspective this morning. Let's begin by getting settled in your seats with a tall spine, feet on the floor, hands on your lap. I'm going to invite you to take a long, deep inhale through your nose and exhale quietly. With your next inhale, imagine a dandelion. Is it a weed or is it a wish? Inhale deeply again. Exhale slower this time. With your next mindful breath, imagine you're holding a fluffy dandelion. Think of a wish, something positive, something happy, something that would really bring a smile to your face. Exhale and imagine blowing the soft seeds off the dandelion and watching them float away. Inhale one more slow, gentle breath. Remember your wish. And exhale, your eyes open. This is a mindful practice we love because it not only helps you identify the way that you're seeing the world, but it also helps inspire you to choose a positive perspective.
Good morning. It's great to be here with you this morning. With that activity, we just got you started, choosing a positive perspective. I'm Mrs. Wenstrand, and I'm currently teaching in Turlock, California, but I recognize some of you as familiar faces. For many years, I taught here in Pleasanton at Valley View and Alisal elementary schools. You may remember doing mindfulness at the young age of 5. If you don't recognize me, you may recognize one of my kids, Brig, Abby, and Lars. They were also Valley View Mustangs. As a family, we enjoy seeing the beauty in our world. Our most recent adventure was living, teaching, and attending school in South America. Now to introduce one of your own, Mrs. Ristow.
So I'm Mrs. Ristow. I teach culinary skills here at Amador, and some of you may be my students. Some of you may know me as Mom to Todd and Kyle. Kyle's a current senior here at Amador. Mrs. Wenstrand and I have been practicing and sharing wellness for many years in the Pleasanton community. Today we look forward to sharing mindful practices with you that inspire positivity and help you choose a positive perspective.
As high school freshmen, you have a lot on your minds. School obligations, home life, deciding what to wear, friends. You also have constant demands from social media. Your world is filled with thinking about which way to tweet, snap, or post. So much on your minds. Did you know you have the ability to choose the most positive approach to even the most difficult scenarios? Today we are sharing mindful tools that help you choose that positive perspective. What would happen if in every situation you chose the more positive thought, reaction, or conclusion? How would that look? How would it feel? Would it influence those around you? Amador is an incredible school with so many opportunities, but sometimes those opportunities can seem overwhelming. Instead of letting the overwhelming feeling take over, you can use mindful tools to help you stay balanced. Mindfulness is a tool that gives you the ability to choose a positive way to see your school experience. Being able to stop, reflect, and be aware of your decisions is being mindful. Every time a mindful decision is made, you have the opportunity to see the positive side of your decision. Here's a mindful tool to help you with a positive perspective.
So the best way to capture a mindful moment is to pay attention. This is how we cultivate mindfulness. Mindfulness means being awake. It means knowing what you're doing. That's a quote from Jon Kabat-Zinn. He's the guru of mindfulness. It's paying attention to it gives you the space to choose your own perspective. Here's a photo of a mindful moment I had recently. I was making a typical lunch for myself, and I decided to have some fun with it. I could have just played with the food. I could have just made the food, eaten the food, and thought nothing of it. But I decided to play with my food. It brought a smile to my face, and it created a mindful moment in my day. So being mindful is the practice of slowing down and being awake to your thoughts, your actions, and your choices. Mindfulness is all about noticing. Simply observing your thoughts, not engaging or following them, just letting them be. So let's try another mindful practice now. So sit up tall, settle in your seat, feet on the floor. Take a long, deep inhale through your nose. Exhale slowly. You can allow your eyes to close or just gaze toward your knees. As you breathe, thoughts arise. Imagine with your next thought that it forms into a puffy white cloud above your head. As you breathe in, notice the cloud. As you breathe out, watch the cloud float away or even dissolve. Continue this imagery with your next breath and your next thought. By doing this practice, you're paying attention to your thoughts and your breath. Take one more complete inhale and exhale. Allow your eyes to open softly. Being mindful helps you notice how you're viewing the world. You pay attention to it, and it allows you to choose a personal, positive perspective.
This is probably a familiar image to many of you. Some people look at the glass as half empty, and others as half full. This is the same in real life situations. It's all in the way that you look at things. Do you remember the slide that I had up earlier of my family? That picture was taken 24 hours after we landed in Cuba. What you didn't know about that slide was that when we landed there, the taxi driver that was supposed to pick us up and take us to our apartment didn't arrive. Something else you may not know is in Cuba, there's no cell phone coverage, and we actually didn't have the address of the apartment that we were going to. So, there we were, a family of 5. No taxi driver, not knowing the address of where we were going, no cell phone coverage, and very little of the local currency. But instead of getting nervous or feeling concerned, we took a moment to regroup. We noted we were all together and everyone was safe. We then looked around for a friendly face to help us figure out how to get a call off to the owner of the apartment. A kind lady gave us a phone card and said, "You need to be thoughtful though, there's only a few minutes left on this card." So we found the owner's number, gave him a call. He was able to reach the taxi driver who came back to pick us up and took us to where we were staying. Because we were mindful and looked at the situation as an adventure, this has become one of our family's favorite stories. Everybody stayed calm and trusted that by reaching out to the locals, we would be okay. We trusted in kindness, and the nice lady with the phone card helped us. Keeping a positive perspective only made what could have been a very stressful situation one of our family's favorite memories, all by making a new friend. Let's practice another mindful activity to help inspire positive perspective.
So one more positive, mindful activity. Once again, let's settle into our seats. Your eyes soft or closed. This time we're going to use our 5 fingers to help us with mindful, being mindful. Come back to that deep, quiet, inhale, exhale that you found in the beginning. Let's reflect on some positive things. Touch your thumb to your pointer finger and think of something you're grateful for. Might be something big like health, safety, home. It might be something small, the shoes you're wearing today. Notice how that gratitude makes you feel. Touch your thumb to your middle finger and think of the most beautiful place you've ever seen. It might be a photograph, or maybe you've actually been there. Vividly imagine the sights and sounds you may experience in that beautiful place. How does it feel to be in that beautiful place? Touch your thumb to your ring finger and think of a time you felt successful. It might be schoolwork, video games, sports, art, communicating. How does it feel to be successful? Touch your thumb to your pinky and bring to mind a nice compliment someone has given you. Hold on to that compliment. How does it feel to hear it? Bring your thumb back to your pointer finger. Take a long, slow breath. Smile to yourself as you exhale. Allow your eyes to open. How do you feel? Did you notice a change in your attitude? Some words that might come to mind are calm, peaceful, happy, relaxed. That was a mindful tool that inspires a change of perspective, simply by noticing positive thoughts and feel-good emotions. In almost no time at all, we can feel a shift both mentally and physically.
Filling your day with good stuff works too. Some simple acts of mindfulness are smiling, taking a walk with a friend, having a coffee, or anything else that will create a positive attitude. Being mindful helps you notice what your attitude really is. Are you choosing a positive one? Paying attention and being aware allows you to modify your choice to the most positive perspective.
So as you head out the door today, keep in mind your perspective and choose a good one. Thank you.